Kerner from FriendYourBody.com, the place to take charge of your health and transform your life. And today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy, simple, no-bake pumpkin pie. Now, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and like most American families, it is tradition for us to have pumpkin pie after our turkey dinner. But we want to avoid all the harmful ingredients that are typically found in most store-bought pumpkin pies. So if you look at the ingredients, most of them have bleached flours or corn flour, soy flour. Oftentimes there's high fructose corn syrup, soy lecithin, there's sugar, there's natural, ingredients like artificial flavors, or they'll say natural flavors. And you have to be really, really careful when you see these terms, because food processing companies can use these umbrella terms to represent a list of ingredients that don't actually have to be listed. So you very well could be eating certain additives and preservatives and not know it because they're not there. And of course, the ingredients that are listed, you oftentimes have a hard time pronouncing them and figuring out what they are. So we want to avoid all that stuff. So I made this recipe last year. It was a huge hit. Everyone loved it. We're making it again this year, and I'm sharing it with you because I want you to have a healthy Thanksgiving, and I want you to feel good after you have dessert. I'll let you in on a little secret. I'll actually eat the leftover pie for breakfast the next day, and I don't feel guilty about it, and I don't feel yucky after, because it's made with all wholesome ingredients. So I think you'll be surprised at how simple it is to make and how healthy it is for you. Okay, so here we go. Here's what you're going to need for the crust. 2 cups of raw cashews. You need a tablespoon of vanilla extract. You could also use a vanilla bean. And then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of honey, so that's just the crust. And then for the filling, we're going to use 9 ounces of cashew butter. If you buy your typical jar of cashew butter, there's 16 ounces in there, so just over half of the jar. You need 1 cup of pumpkin puree, pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling, but just pure pumpkin. This is just from a can, it's organic. Of course, you could puree your own. And then we need some sweetener, and I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup of honey. You could use maple syrup as well. And then I have 4 teaspoons of coconut oil that I've melted and I've cooled. And then I have half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. And then I have 1/4 of a cup of raw whipping cream. Now, if you have issues with dairy, you don't tolerate dairy well, you could certainly use coconut milk. That's a great substitute. That's it. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is make the crust. So I'm going to use my Vitamix, and this particular container is for dry ingredients only. If you don't have a Vitamix, I highly recommend them. They're wonderful. If you go to our store on FriendYourBody.com and you use our affiliate link, you can actually get free shipping and handling, so I encourage you to do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour all the cashews in the dry container, put my lid on, make sure it's off before I plug it in. Good. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on low, like 1 or 2, and I just want to blend it enough so that it's crumbly. All right, now it's nice and crumbly, and it's almost like a nice powdery substance. I'm going to take the cover off, and now I'm going to add my remaining ingredients. So I'm just going to add my vanilla extract. And I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of honey. Love honey. Okay. Put that aside. And then I'm just going to blend it again so that it's nice and evenly mixed on low. All right. Now, I'm going to take out my mixture. I'm going to pour it in a 9-inch pie plate. And the honey is really what kind of makes it help it stick together. And of course it adds a nice sweet flavor. All right. So now I'm just going to press it to the bottom and up on the sides. And again, you're not going to actually bake this. This is really nice. This is what makes it nice and quick and easy. So what I'm going to do here is I just put a little coconut oil on my hands because it's sticking to my hands a little bit. So this will help prevent the crust from sticking to my hands so I can actually press it into the container without it coming up onto my fingers. There we go. Now we're in business. And that's sort of the fun of making the crust. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's at the bottom, so no one's going to see it. Okay, so I've pretty much lined my plate here. And voila, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator while I make the topping, or the pie filling. All right, now it's time to make the pie filling. So I'm going to take all of these ingredients, put them in my Vitamix. You can really, you can put them in any food processor, and we're just going to blend it all together, and then we'll pop it on top of the pie crust. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my cashew butter in there. Perfect. And then I'll put my pumpkin puree. Excellent. And then next I'm going to pour my melted coconut oil. And again, you want to make sure that it's cooled. And then I'll put my sweetener. So I'm using honey, just a quarter of a cup. And now I'm putting my pumpkin pie spice in there. And then finally, I'm putting my raw whipping cream. And that's it. No funky ingredients in this. All right, on my top. And then I'm just going to blend it on a low speed just until it gets nice and creamy and it's well mixed. So I'm going to set my Vitamix to about 5. And that's it. And as you can see, it makes this really beautiful, creamy pie filling. Excellent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pie crust out of the fridge. And finally, I'm just going to pour my pie filling over my crust. This pie filling is so tasty that I don't want to waste any of it. So I'm really scraping the container out. So I don't want any of it to go to waste. Okay. And now I'm just going to very gently spread it around my crust. I just can't help myself. I have to give it a taste. Yum. And there you have a homemade, no bake, no crappy ingredient, all healthy, wholesome, homemade pumpkin pie. And now what you're going to do is put it in the fridge for about 4 hours. To let it solidify, and then you could certainly put some homemade whipped topping on there if you like, and voila, you're done. That's it. And like I said, you got breakfast the next day. So now I want to hear from you. Tell me about some of the healthy sweet treats that you like to have to celebrate Thanksgiving. Do you have a healthy pumpkin pie recipe that you'd like to share? Or do you have some substitution ideas for some of the ingredients that I used? I'd love to hear from you. Hop on over to our blog and post your comments there. If you like this recipe, make sure you share it with your friends and family so that they can benefit from it too. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're looking for more resources on how to take charge of your health and transform your life, and get some personal insights from me that I only share through email, make sure that you head over to friendyourbody.com and sign up for our weekly free health, fitness, nutrition tips and recipes. As always, I encourage you to stay focused on your health and continue moving forward by making small and simple healthy lifestyle changes so that you can look and feel your absolute best. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Have a great day.